Hello, friends. We are starting with nutrition science, some basic terms and concepts. What do you understand by nutrition? For most of the terms, exact definitions have been quoted here. Nutrition is the science of foods, nutrients, and other substances therein, their action, interaction, and balance in relationship to health and disease, the processes by which organisms ingest, digest, absorbs, and transport nutrients and disposes the end products. What do you understand by health? As we have read earlier also, the state of complete physical, mental, and social development is known as health, and it's not just the absence of disease. What are nutrients? Now we all know that how important nutrients for our body are. So, they are nothing but the constituents in food that must be supplied to the body in suitable amounts. There are six in number: the carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. Nutritional status is the condition of health of an individual, and it is influenced by the intake and utilization of nutrients. Optimal nutrition is that stage of nutritional status when all the nutrients have been met in terms of quantity and quality. The stage when a person faces relative or absolute deficiency or excess of one or more of the essential nutrients is known as malnutrition. What do we understand by bionutrition? Bionutrition is a new science that caters to holistic health, which means in addition to the growth and maintenance needs of the body, it provides coverage for total well-being, preventive treatment by boosting and improving immune system, and curative treatments for metabolic disorders like cancers and diabetes. Nutrition security refers to the access of all nutrients in optimum quantity for optimal health of the individuals. In biofortification, we increase the nutrient content in crops through selective breeding or genetic modification, or we can say through biotechnology. Food technology refers to the application of principles of food science and engineering to the processing and preserving large quantities of food. In food fortification, we add nutrients in relatively small quantities to maintain or improve the quality of diet of a group, community, or a population. In food chemistry, the structure, composition, and texture of food and their components are investigated and studied. The word nano refers to 1 billionth of a meter. There are different nano-sized molecules like proteins and sugars which assemble into useful compounds with known properties and functions. They are quite essential for the survival of mankind. Nutritional genomics encompasses two terms: nutrition genetics and nutrigenomics. In nutrition genetics, we study how our genetic makeup affects what we should eat or not. In nutrigenomics, we study how our genes are affected by the daily nutrition pattern. Food additives are non-nutritive substances added intentionally to food, generally to improve its appearance, texture, flavor, and storage properties. When bacteria or mold act on carbohydrates and proteins and hydrolyze them to simpler products with producing gases like carbon dioxide, we obtain pre-digested food or fermented food. When a particular food provides health benefits beyond basic nutrition, when we eat it on a regular basis, that food is known as functional food. Compounds present in plant-derived foods which are responsible for providing health benefits beyond basic nutrition are known as phytochemicals. Antioxidants are those compounds that protect biological systems against the potentially harmful effects of processes or reactions that can cause excessive oxidations. In simpler terms, antioxidants are those compounds which fight free radicals. Non-nutrients are those compounds which have no nutritional value. They may be toxins or beneficial substances. Lastly, food safety and regulation is related to the food sanitation and public health and the rules and regulations governing the same. Nutrition has a direct role to play in the improvement of immune system. Proper nutrition, which includes proteins, lipids, iron, zinc, copper, vitamin A, and B6, have been known to affect specific and non-specific immunity. Also, malnutrition at the time of pregnancy can badly affect the immunological status of infants. Proper nutrition in AIDS slows the progression, manages symptoms, and results in improved response to treatment. It is also quite important for the improvement of physical and mental function, especially in old age. Reduced intake of saturated and trans fats and proper intake of unsaturated fatty acids can improve the cardiovascular functioning and reduce the chances of cardiovascular diseases, including atherosclerosis. Sufficient amount of antioxidants like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and selenium can highly reduce the environmental damage and probability of various cancers. Many nutraceuticals have been found to provide therapeutic and preventive benefits from various metabolic disorders, details of which will be discussed in later videos.